Hi children of grade 8, I welcome you all for the today's English class. Today in this session we are going to see grammar unit chapter 6 prepositions from our grammar part. Children, before getting into the chapter, let us know about what is a preposition. Children, look at here. What is a preposition? A preposition is a word that links noun or pronoun to another set of words to show the relationship between in terms of location, that is place or position, direction or movement or time. So, prepositions are the words that links the noun or pronoun to another set of words to show the relationship between them in terms of their location, direction or time. So that is known as preposition, children. So children, prepositions are the words that show the relationship between two things. Children, to motivate you, here you have a video about prepositions.
Hi kids! Look! It is my ball! Let's play the game Where is the ball? Oh, look kids! The ball is in the box. Hey kids! Where is the ball? The ball is on the box. Can you help me find my ball now? Oh, it's next to the box. Where is the ball? The ball is behind the box. And where is the ball now? It is under the box. Please help me to find my ball. Look, the ball is over the box. And where is the ball now? It is in front of the box. The ball, where are you? Oh, the ball is opposite the box. And can you help me to find my ball now? Yeah, the ball is between the boxes. Thanks, kids. Hope you liked the game. See you next time. Goodbye.
Position words, prepositions. Do you know what a preposition is? A preposition is a word that tells us where a person, an animal, a place or a thing is. In this way, preposition words connect a noun or a pronoun to another noun or pronoun. A preposition is a word that links nouns or pronouns to another set of words to show the relation between them in terms of location, direction or time.
Children, now you might have been clear about what is a preposition. That means a preposition is a word that links nouns or pronouns to another set of words to show the relationship between them in terms of location, that is place, direction, that is movement or time. The preposition has been further divided into three types, that are place of preposition, time of preposition, and the last one, direction of preposition. Children, along with this we have two kinds of preposition, that is simple preposition and compound prepositions. Children, it's not difficult. Look at here. What is meant by simple prepositions? Prepositions which contains only one word, that are all known as simple prepositions. Look at the examples given here for simple prepositions: in, on, at, with, against, etc. These are all examples for simple prepositions. Then what is known as compound preposition? That is opposite to the simple prepositions. Here, look at here children, prepositions which contains of two or more words, that are all compound prepositions. Look at here for the examples: instead of, in the middle of, by the side of. So we have two or more words. So that's why it is known as compound prepositions. So we have two categories, that is simple prepositions and compound preposition children. Children, let's see some other examples for simple and compound prepositions. Look at the picture children. The words in single such as in, on, off, for, at, with, by, etc. are generally used as simple prepositions. See the example given here. A book is on the table. On is a simple preposition. Example for simple preposition. Look at the next example. The birds are flying in the sky. So, in is a simple preposition that we have used in this sentences. Let's look after about the compound prepositions, children. Children, the definition given here again, a compound preposition contains of a combination of words that is often considered as one preposition and connects with the object of a preposition to another word or set of words. That is, the compound preposition that has preposition along with some other set of words together. So it is known as compound preposition, children. So the compound prepositions are according to, in regard to, apart from, by means of, in place of, among with, instead of, in front of, ahead of, in spite of, because of, out of. So look at these examples, children. We have one preposition along with some other set of words there. So then it is known as compound prepositions, children. Children, look at here. Here are some of the examples for compound prepositions in a sentence. According to, apart from, close to, because of, far from, next to, rather than, instead of, out of, due to, relating to, in front of. In front of. So look at the sentence given here. My car is parked in front of the house. So here we are using compound prepositions in this sentence. Look at the next example. Rita was never close to her parents. And look at the third example. She cannot stay here as of now. And his behavior is far from normal. So, according to the situation and the sentence, children, we have to use simple preposition, and if there is a need of compound preposition, we have to use according to the sentences, children. As I told you already before, prepositions are the words combined with the noun or pronoun to show the location, time and moment. So look at here. Here we have the examples for preposition for showing the location and for time and for movement. Let me read it for you, children. Look at here. For location, first one is above, behind, below, beside, between, by, in, inside, near, on, over, through. Look at the example here. I am in the pool. So here we are locating the man. He is in the pool. that is the place, position where he is. And next one, time. To show the time, here we have the prepositions such as after, before, by, during, from, on, past, since, through, to, until, upon. That's all. Look at here for the example. We will meet after swimming lessons. We will meet after swimming lessons. So when we are going to meet? After swimming lesson. So children, be clear. To show the place and the position, that is for location. The question, answer for the question what. For time, answer for the question when. And for movement, see here, the next one is showing the movements. The prepositions are against, along, down, from, into, off, on, onto, out of, towards, up, upon. So look at the example here. I am getting out of the pool. I am getting out of the pool. So what he is doing? Something it is happening now. So going on. The work is going on. For that using preposition of movement. Okay children, that is preposition of direction. I am getting out of the pool. Here we are showing the direction of the person, where he is going and what he is doing. So that's all from this tabulation children. Then let's move on to the preposition of place. Let's see one by one briefly. First let's start with the preposition of place. Children, let's start with the first type of preposition, that is preposition of place. Children, before seeing the definition, let's see some examples, pictorial form. Let's see about the prepositions of place. So look at the pictures here. First one, where is the ball children? It is in the box. Then where is the box? Next, where is the ball? It is on the box. Then next one, look at the third picture. Where is the box? It is under the box. Then next one, where is the ball? It is next to the box. Then look at the next picture here. Where is the ball? It is between the boxes. Where is the ball? Among the boxes. Where is the ball? It is in front of the box. Where is the ball? It is behind the box. Where is the box? It is above the box. Where is the ball? It is below the box. Where is the ball? It is near the box. Where is the ball? That is far from the box. So these are the next last one. Look at the last picture. Where is the ball? It is at the door. So these are the examples of prepositions of place. So now you can understand that it shows the position and place of the ball, that where it is kept. Okay children, so that is known as preposition of place. So it can be called as preposition of place or location, preposition of location or preposition of position. So we can put in three types. Preposition of place, that is the original form. Then it can be called it as preposition of location. So we are just locating the ball where it is. We are locating the place where it is. We are locating the position where the ball it is. Okay. So preposition of place or otherwise called as location or position. Okay children. So don't get confused. Preposition of place means it is preposition of location or preposition of position. We can call it in both the name. Okay. So that's all from the pictorial form. I think now you have clear about the preposition of place, how to use the prepositions to locate to pinpoint the place, position and location of the object. Okay, let's move on to the definition of this preposition of place, children. So children, look at the definition here. Prepositions of place. So what is meant by prepositions of place? Look at here. Prepositions can be used to show place or position, that is location, that are known as prepositions of place. Look at the example given here, children, for prepositions of place: at, on, in. So look at the example. She sat on the chair. The children are at the zoo. So these are the examples for prepositions of place. So children, look at here. We have some other examples for prepositions of place. So first one, the first preposition that we are going to see is in. And the usage, where we can use room, building, street, book to mention room, buildings, street, book, paper. For example, where is the ball? It is in the kitchen. Where is the paper? It is in the book. Where is the picture? It is in the hall. Okay. So likewise, here we have examples also. So in is the first preposition and usage with examples. Look at the next preposition, children. At. At is the next preposition of place. Usage, meaning next to or by an object. For events is where you are to do something typical, watch a film or work. So look at the examples here. Where is the paper? It is at the door. Where is the bottle? It is at the door. Hall. Where is the singers? They are at the concert. Where are the people? They are at the cinema. So like this, so we can mention and when we can show some events and we can use some place. We can mention some place using the preposition at. The next preposition on. Usage. Look at here for usage. Attached. Being on a surface for a certain side. So for example, where is the picture? The picture on the wall. Where is the cat? It is on the table. Screen on the left. Okay, children. So to show the sides and to show the object where it is being kept. So that's all from the preposition of place on. The next preposition of place, that is under. Under. So on the ground, lower than, covered by something else. For example, the bag is under the table. So for example, see here, to show the things that are all lower than, below, we can say. So below the table, under the table. Where is the cat? It is under the table. Likewise, we can use of place under to pinpoint the things that is lower than something else. Okay, so that's all from the examples of prepositions of place. We have some other prepositions of place that we are going to see now. So children, look at here. We have some other examples of for prepositions of place. First one, see here, above. Preposition above. Usage here, higher than something else. Under, I told you, lower than something else. Here above means higher than something else but not directly over it. Okay, children. So example, a path above the lake. A path above the lake. Look at the next example, from. Usage here in the sense of where from. In the sense of where from. For example, a flower from the garden. And the next preposition is into. Usage here, entire room or building. So see here, example, go into the kitchen. That is, we are just telling about the entire room. Go into the kitchen or otherwise go into the house. So that is the example for into. Next preposition is towards. Towards means movement in the direction of something. movement in the direction of something. So the usage of towards, preposition towards is movement in the direction of something but not directly on it. So look at here for the example. Go 5 steps towards the house. Go 5 steps towards the house. Next preposition is onto. The usage here, movement to the top of something. Example here, jump onto the table. Jump onto the table. That is the example for onto, children. So that's all from the prepositions of place and its usage with examples. Children, look at here some other examples for preposition of place. So first one is above. Explanation of above. At or to a higher place or position than something or someone. So look at the example here. Our friends in the apartment above as are really noisy. Using the preposition above in the place there we can pinpoint the position that is higher than something or someone. Okay, children, and look at the next preposition after. After, one follows the other. One follows the other. Look at the example. He ran after her with the book. So after is used to follow one another, follow the another person. By. Next one, the preposition by. By means near or at the side of. So look at the example here. The telephone is by the window. So it is near the window. So we are using by. Preposition by or at the side of. Next one, beneath. Under someone or something. Beneath means under someone or something. Jamie hid the letter beneath a pile of papers. So the past of hide is hid. Jamie hid the letter beneath a pile of papers. The next one, next to or beside. At the side of something or someone. So look at the example for beside. We lay beside the pool to dry off sun. We lay beside the pool to dry off in the sun. So beside. Beside means at the side of something or someone. Then near or close to. See the explanation here. A short distance from a person or thing. Near or close to. Look at the example. There is a bush near the school playground. That's all. Next. Look at the next word. Between. Between means in the middle of two objects. Something placed in the middle of two objects. Look at the example. There is a gulf between the two cities. There is a gulf between the two cities. Then among. Among, in the middle or of or surrounded by other people or things. So in the middle or surrounded by some other people or things. So look at the example. The girl quickly disappeared among the crowd. The girl quickly disappeared among the crowd. The next word, in front of. Farther forward than someone or something else. In front of. In front means in front of, before the. Say, look at the example here. They massed in front of the city hall. They massed in front of the city hall. Mass means crowded. Okay, children. So next word, behind. At or towards the back of a thing or a person. At or towards the back of a thing or a person. For example, the horse fell behind in the race. The horse fell behind in the race. The next one, across from or opposite. Across from or opposite. In a position facing someone or something but on the other side. In the position of facing someone or something or the other side. Look at the example. The hospital is opposite to the post office. Opposite. Okay, children. The next one, under, below or at the lower level than something or covered by something. We slept under the open sky. So this we already saw in the previous example. Then below, in the lower place or position than something else. For example, he dived below the surface of the water. Then over, on something or covering it. He held the umbrella over both of us. So that's all from the examples. So now we have seen more examples about the preposition of place. That's all from the example, children, and about the preposition of place. So children, that's all from preposition of place. Let's move on to preposition of movement. Before seeing the definition, let's see some pictures related to prepositions of movements, that is preposition of direction. Look at here. Where is the ball? Down the stairs. It is moving down the stairs. Where is the ball? Look at the next picture. Where is the ball? Up the stairs. Moving up the stairs. The next picture. Where is the ball? Out of the box. Moving out of the box. The next picture. Where is the ball? Moving into the box. That is movement. Something is happening there with the object. So look at the next picture. Where is the ball? It's moving towards the box. Where is the ball? Look at the next picture. Away from the box. Next picture. Where is the ball? Past the box. The next picture. Where is the ball? Over the box. Moving over the box. The next picture. Where is the ball? Onto the box. And then next picture. Moving off the box. And the next picture. Around the cube. Around the cube. Just moving around the cube. Then under the box. Then along the road. Where is the ball? Moving along the road. Where is the ball? Moving across the road. And where is the ball? Moving through the tube. So these are the examples in the pictorial form for the prepositions of movement, children. Let's see the definition now. Children, look at the definition for prepositions of direction. See here, it shows where something is going. It shows where something is going. They are called as prepositions of direction. Look at the words here. Above, across, along, among, around, at, behind, below, beside, close to, over, through, toward, up, down, between, by, inside or in, near, next to, on, off, past, under. So look at the examples with sentences. They were traveling towards London. So towards London is the preposition of direction, children. She likes being among people. Among is the direction, preposition of direction. Their house is next to the library. Next to is the preposition of direction. The dog is under the red car. Under is the preposition of direction. Then, I left my purse behind. Behind is the preposition of direction. We saw a forest far below. We saw a forest far below. It's a preposition of direction. My uncle lives close to the supermarket. It's a close to is the preposition of direction, children. Look at here, children. Some other example for prepositions of movement, that is direction. He is walking up the stairs. See here, he is walking up the stairs. Then next picture, he is walking down the stairs. Look at the next picture, children. He is walking into the tunnel. He is walking into the tunnel. So here, the action is going on, taking place. It is happening. So for this situation, we have to use this preposition of movement, children. He is walking through the tunnel. He is walking through the tunnel. Next picture. Look at the next picture. He is walking out of the tunnel. He is walking out of the tunnel. Look at the next picture. The train is going under the bridge. Train is going under the bridge. So look at the picture. It will be clear for you now. Then he is walking over the bridge. He is walking over the bridge. And the next one, he is walking towards the shop. He is walking towards the shop. Then for past, see here, he is walking past the shop. He is walking past the shop. He just crossed away the shop. The next one, he is walking across the road. He is walking across the road. The next last pictures, he is walking along the street. He is walking along the street. The next one, look at here, he is walking around the tree. Round or around. So these are the examples for preposition of movement, children. So now you might have been clear about where and how we have to use the prepositions for the preposition of movement, children. Children, let's see some other examples for preposition of movement, that is direction, children. Look at here, first one, to. Explanation here, used to indicate a destination or direction. So it is used to indicate destination or direction. To. Look at the example for that. The boys go to school in groups. The boys go to school in groups. Look at the next one, towards. Towards. In the direction of someone or something. In the direction of someone or something. Look at the example for towards. She pushed her face towards him. Look at the next one, through. The next preposition is through. Look at the explanation here. Movement from one side to another. Movement from one side to another, but in something such as long grass or forest. For example, David walked slowly through the woods. So look at here carefully, children. Understand the things. David walked slowly through the woods. So that is the example for the preposition of movement, through. The next one, into. Into means, see the explanation, movement that enters the space usually with a verb that expresses movement. For example, see here, don't put new wine into old bottles. Don't put new wine into old bottles. Okay, children. Next one, over. The movement at a higher level than something else. Over. Movement at a higher level than something else. So look at the example here. He jumped over the wall. He jumped over the wall. The next one, across. See here, across. Movement from one side of something to the opposite side. So movement from one side of something to the opposite side, road or river. So crossing the area. So for example, look at the example here. The truck skidded sideways across the road. Skidded sideways across the road. And look at the next one. Next preposition is along. Along. Movement of something in a line that follows the side of something long. Movement of something in a line that follows the side of something long. For example, look at here. We went for a walk along the beach at twilight. We went for a walk along the beach at twilight. The next one is from. The place where someone or something start. The starting place, we can say in starting place. So look at the example. What time does the flight from Korea arrive? What time does the flight from Korea arrive? From. That is the starting place. Next one, around. Around means, see the explanation here. Movement in circles or in a vicinity of something. Movement in circles or in the vicinity of something. So for example, her hair whipped around her face in the wind. Her hair whipped around her face in the wind. Then next one, onto. What is the preposition here? Onto. See the explanation here, children. Look at the example here. I slipped as I stepped onto the platform. Then next one, up. Movement to a higher position. So look at the example here. She doesn't like riding her bike up these hills. She doesn't like riding her bike up these hills. Next one, the next opposite to up, it is down. That is the last one, children. Indicates movement to a lower position. Indicate movement to a lower position. For example, it's easier to run down the hill than go up. It's easier to run down the hill than go up. So that's the example and the definition explanation for the preposition of movement, children. Let's move on to the next type of preposition, that is preposition of time. Children, that's all from the preposition of movement, that is preposition of direction. Now let's see preposition of time. Children, what is a preposition of time? Look at here. A preposition of time is a preposition that allows you to discuss a specific time period, such as a date on the calendar, one of the days of the week, or the actual time something takes place. So that is known as preposition of time, children. And also, children, a preposition of time that helps to link the noun or pronoun with a time value. It functions as an indicator as to what point of time did an event occur. So children, preposition of time that helps to show the time value and indicate as what time did the event occur. So children, look at here. Some common prepositions of time are before, after, between, by, and up to. So look at the example here. Everybody is nervous before examination. So here in this example, before is a preposition of time that shows when everyone got nervous. Children, very important prepositions of time are at, in, and on. So look at here some examples for the prepositions at, in, and on. Children, look at the tabulation here for preposition of time that represents with a preposition at. What is meant by at? At is used before for the previous times. So at is a preposition of time that is used to pinpoint the previous times, previous actions, that is previous times. Look at the examples for at 10:30 a.m., at 8 o'clock, at bedtime, at breakfast. So children, at is used to mention the previous times. Okay. The next one here, in. The preposition of time is in. So look at here. In is used for months, years, decades, centuries, and long period of time. Look at the examples given here. In 16 years time, in 1991, in December. So to pinpoint and mention the months and years for centuries and long period of times, we have to use preposition in. Then look at the next one. The next preposition of time is on. Children, on is used for days and dates. So look at the example here. On a summer evening, on Christmas Day, on Christmas, on Friday. So on is used for mentioning the dates and the day, children. So some other examples for the prepositions of time at, on, and in, children. So look at here. At is used to tell specific time. So for example, I woke up at 7 o'clock. Then she returned from home at midnight. Then for holiday period, for example, everyone seems happy at Christmas. Okay, so these are the examples for at, preposition at. The next one, on, preposition on. As I told you, to mention the days of the week and specific days and dates. Look at here the examples. We will visit you on Wednesday. We will visit you on Wednesday. I return to my country on the 27th. I return to my country on the 27th. We get together on Christmas Day. We get together on Christmas Day. In, preposition in, months. In is the preposition that shows the months, years, season and length of time and centuries. That is decades and centuries, as I told you. So here look at the example. My birthday is in January. My birthday is in January. So if you want to mention the months, years, we have to use the preposition in, children. Okay. America was discovered in 1492. I always go to the beach in summer. It will be ready in 20 minutes. Life was different in the 15th century. So for century, life was different in the 15th century. So that's all from the preposition of time, at, on and in. See here some other prepositions here. Parts of the day. In the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, at night. So I go to the gym in the morning. I often feel tired in the afternoon. I study English in the evening. I like to read in bed at night. See here, on plus day plus part of the day. For example, we will have a party on Friday night. Our flight leaves on Monday morning. So here in this case we have to use on. To pinpoint the part of the day, we have to use preposition on, children. So that's all from the preposition of time. So children, in this session we have seen the kinds of prepositions such as preposition of place, preposition of movement and preposition of time. Along with that, simple preposition and compound preposition, children. Children, that's all from the today's session. Go through the prepositions and the kinds of preposition and the examples and do the worksheet that I am going to give. Work out the answers and send it to me.